guys, we're back again. It's the Ercas Business Podcast, and today we have someone very, very special on the show. Hi, Busayo.
Hello,
How you
busy.
doing?
I'm very fine. How are you too?
I'm fine. How did your day start? How's traffic? How's work?
I mean, that's the usual Monday morning for you in Lagos. Hectic, but I mean, we're coming by. We're doing our business as we showed.
Are you sure you don't want to move to Ibadan?
Please leave me here in Lagos.
Oh,
Can you
really?
imagine?
Please, please.
We will remind her.
Please,
Don't
just
worry.
leave
We'll
me here in
remind you.
Lagos, please. Thank you.
Okay,
Alright.
so work stress.
Not really. I mean, as it should.
What time did you get to work today?
I got to work around 8. Thank you.
Are you sure?
HR might be watching.
Cut.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I feel like I sure it was not like 10 minutes past.
No.
Okay.
I'm aware of
If
the
you
rules.
say so, I believe you.
Thank you.
I believe you. So tell us about you, what you do. You look like you go to the gym. How's that going?
Well, I'm sorry to out there. I do not go to the gym.
Okay.
I don't.
Is there type?
Why?
We know
Yeah.
them. We know
It's
them.
Why?
but why do I need to go to the gym? Look at me. What
To
flesh?
stay
What
fit.
extra? Well, I dance.
Oh,
I
that's
don't-
another
So you're
form of
saying
exercise.
you don't recommend people to go to the gym.
Well, if it's
Just
not
say
working
yes,
for
yes.
you, if you go to the gym and you do not see any difference as
Yes.
such, why are you going? Why
You have to start. You have to. You have to
I
see.
officially have a reason to stop going to gym. Busayo has said I should stop, so
Hey,
I'm stopping.
BC, don't hold me
No
down
more
to
gym
this,
for me.
so-
No more
Don't-
gym for me.
Don't let anybody come and hold my neck.
So you're telling me all this is natural. You
Very
don't
natural.
do any extra work.
No, I don't. I
Oh,
don't get to.
God
I don't get to.
God,
go
I
to
beg.
the gym. I
God
don't have
win.
God
Some
beg.
of us now.
to.
We
We
do
have
all
to-
the work.
We have to go to the gym, lift,
Well,
and lift.
maybe you might just
Wait till you're
intensify.
talking. I don't understand.
I was going to say that about him. You really don't. I mean, look at you. You don't look like you need to be going to the gym too.
No, I have to.
Oh,
I
really?
have this tendency to get fat.
Oh, okay. If
Sorry.
it's about, like I said, if it's about body weight, I think there are other ways that you can trim down. Exercise in your own room. Do a bit of, I don't know, they call it cardio. I mean, not
Yeah,
like
cardio.
just do a bit of these things around, but be consistent with.
Is
You don't
that
have to be
consistency?
splurge money. Take money to. Well, I'm not
This
spoiling
how far we've
business.
been consistent.
Some of us need finances to be if your money is not in it, there's
As
no
in-
consistency.
Okay, so then why are you going? Why are you going if you're not going to be consistent?
That's what I'm saying. If I don't spend money on it, I won't be consistent. So that's why I go to the gym, so I can spend money. Once my money is
Oh.
going,
You have
is
Then
done.
you would
yeah.
have to, okay.
And
and
so
you have
if-
like
exactly.
a community of people checking up on you to say
Great. If that
how
works
far.
for you, then please make sure you go. You eat your gym, please.
So tell us about yourself.
Okay. Like you rightly said, my name is Busayo Adetumbi. I am an asset manager for Regius Asset Management. What we basically do is we help individuals and corporate organizations invest their investable fund. So you have some money, you instead of saving it rather, keeping it with, just keeping it and not doing anything with it. Let your money do the job for you.
So if I give you half of my salary now, you will just help me be growing it.
Yes, at
Then
least.
I will just be rich. I'll be sleeping and be rich.
I mean, that can happen. Of course, keep in mind that it has to be gradual. We are not a Ponzi scheme. So
Bring
you know.
10,000, collect 50,000.
No, please. That's not the kind of business
That's
we
what
do.
I'm looking for.
we are very careful with our clients' money, so we
Okay.
don't just take on risk.
It's just gradual riches. And I'm
Exactly.
fine. I'm fine with gradual riches too.
Exactly.
I mean, if it was faster, we don't mind.
And
agree.
no, please. We don't encourage people to even do things like that. When you are not sure of what they do, where they're putting your money, because with us, you will get to know where we're putting your money. If we're buying a fixed income product for you, if we're buying a CP, that's a commercial paper. If we're buying bonds,
So you
we'll get
guys
to
are-
tell
I like
you
that.
the
I like that. I like
underlying
the fact that,
assets.
yeah.
Exactly.
The
So
transparency is really great for me because I'm very big on transparency. I like to
Oh,
know what
yeah.
I'm getting into. So that makes sense.
yes.
So aside Regis,
oh, okay.
what else do you do?
I manage a farm. I own a farm.
Women in
okay.
Agric.
Yeah, women
Okay.
in Agric. Right,
That's a lot of money. Oh.
that's what people say. But
This
the
is
hard
how we
work-
know. We've seen it.
The
How
hard
we
work
know.
is also very important, The hard
money.
work, knowing your onions.
But the money is motivating you to work harder.
Well, that might be on the side. You know, that might be on the side, but yes,
The
that's
side or
another-
the main thing.
I don't know how.
I mean, are you telling me that you were passionate about
the
tilling the
chicken?
ground and the chicken?
About
and
the cheese.
I mean,
Don't box me. BC, leave me alone. Leave me
yeah,
alone.
tell us,
Like
tell
I
us,
said,
tell us. The money is the money.
well,
the
it's
money.
part of it. You know, you also have to be motivated extrinsically. You also have to
you're
care
very
about
passionate
that.
about chickens.
Yeah, I am passionate
the
about the
eggs.
money.
Now you're talking.
I'm passionate about the returns that come with doing agric. So you know, there's that area because yes, if you work well in agric, you manage your resources very well.
All I'm
you
hearing is
have good
kaching,
management.
kaching, kaching.
Oh my God, leave me, busy, leave me. You know, if you do these things right, best believe that you get proper returns from actually.
Okay, so my question will come from the angle of turning your ideas into a profitable business. So what made you feel like, oh, agric was something worth pursuing? How did you even come about the idea of, oh, I want to go into agric? Because I don't think something that people just randomly think about.
So okay, so it was born out of frustration for me, right? So I was supposed to go for my NYC, but my school did not mobilize me at that time, and I already planned my life that okay, immediately after school I do this. You know, the way you would have planned your life when you were in school until reality hits you in the face. So it was more like, what do I want to do before this period that I would be going for my NYs. So I think my dad had a slot with a federal government program grant where they would empower Nigerian youth and give them startup product stuff. You know, they gave us 2 boxes of chicken. That was about 100 beds.
Oh, wow.
And yes. And 6
Guess some
bags
things
of
do
pea.
work.
Yes, actually, some things really do work in this country. So that was how I actually started. So I did that for the very first time, and I realized what I made from it.
Wow, none of the
In
birds
just-
died.
So it was a pack of 100. 100 beds. I think I lost just 8
Wow.
in the space of 6 weeks.
Go
Keep
back
in
to I
mind-
realize what I made from it. Well, going back to catching again. You will see how she's doing this. She's
You
not
know.
saying it, but she's saying it. I mean, it's the money. It's always the money.
Keep in mind that I did not have any knowledge about this. As
Really?
a matter of fact, no, I didn't.
Wait,
I was,
wait.
I was
So
out
you
of
had
school.
no agric knowledge?
No.
And you just took the best and said, I'm going to love them.
We were trained. We were trained for 2 weeks.
Ooh, okay.
We were trained for
okay.
2 weeks. And I even joined that platform because I got an information that we're going to be after it. And that after some time, we would, after we get the beds, we can sell the beds and make some more money. So that was the reason. Because I was even still doing, you know, when you're doing younger now, that how do you tell a whole psychology graduate like me, I should come and farm. This is so more. What do you mean? What is
You know your
this?
type.
That was the energy. Until I had to sell the beds and I saw what I made. I realized that I made more than I would have if I originally sold at the moment they gave us the beds. You know, I made like times 2 or times 3 of that money in the space of 6 weeks.
Wow.
So I started to incubate the thought of owning a farm. And that was how the process started. And currently we're
Passion
at
came when you saw the rewards.
you know, when I saw the rewards, you know. So we're currently at 2,000 capacity.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
And before the end of this year, we're reaching 4,000 capacity.
Let's go. That's the
Things I like
spirit.
to hear.
That is
Things
the
I like to
spirit.
hear.
sir.
That's
Right.
nice. That's beautiful. So, how did you? Because I mean, before it was an opportunity, right?
Yes.
And you had to decide to take it. So, how did you just validate? Because you had not done agric before.
No.
You hadn't tried or dabbled into farming. So, what made you think, okay, I'm going to do this and I can do this and it's going to work?
Okay, so first, I realized that there was a problem with... the first thing I did was to realize the problem around my area at that time. So keep in mind that I said I started small. And I saw the way people were coming to me to ask for more. They wanted more chickens. They wanted more. I'm like, so that means there's a space for me in this niche, you know, that I can carve my own customers. I can make do with. I mean, these are people that are coming back to me for something. So it means that they need it. There's a
Yeah.
need for this thing.
Yeah.
And that was how it started.
Okay.
So I came up with, okay, there's a problem here. Then I drew, I because at first I was selling to just salary earners like myself. Because at that time too, I mean, after NYSC, I got a job. Salary earners like myself, I was selling to them and my immediate neighbor.
Okay.
But I knew that the business was not just going to stay at that point. And keep in mind that after that, in that my 1 year experience, I realized that there was something at that time that was called glut. Glut is a time where there is too much egg in the market and people are not coming for it.
Oh.
So I had to
Also, they'll go bad.
exactly, and it has a shelf life,
Yeah.
of just 2 weeks. So farmers would naturally sell out their eggs at a ridiculously low price at that time. Thereby meeting their loss and all of those things. So I just knew that okay, I needed to create something that would work for myself. Because how much am I making from this thing that would be incurring losses again? So I made salary earners my first point of customers. I would sell to them, and after some time the business started growing. I just could not restrict it to just salary earners. I brought in bakers, bakeries. I started reaching out to bakeries. They need daily eggs, and they don't want you to. One thing about those clique of people or business is that they don't want you disappointing. So even though I don't want to disappoint you, you would motivate
you
me
have to build
do
consistency.
more. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was just one thing that I imagined the business at a place where I can help other farmers during that glut period. I can collect their eggs and make it into a powdery form. That's actually the goal. That eventually, if the business gets so large, I would be able to tell farmers to, instead of making losses, bring your eggs to me. I will make it into a powdery form where people can use it, and it can even have a shelf life of about 3 months.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. That makes sense.
That's exactly where the business is going. So I'm not even close to where I'm going.
Wow.
But you're not where you started from.
I'm not where I started from.
Nice.
Oh, yes, I am not where I started from.
Nice.
Just 100, 4,000. Nah. I'm not.
Well done.
Thank you.
So that is turning a personal insight into a scalable solution.
Yes.
So can you, aside from agree, can you expand shit more on that, turning personal insight into scalable solution? Like you said, you went from selling to 9 to 5 hours to bakery to, so how would that relate to other businesses? How would you advise them to scale from personal insight to scalable solution for small businesses?
Okay, so just like I initially mentioned, that first realize that there's a problem.
Okay.
Because you can't scale up a business that there's no problem.
Yeah.
If there's no problem, if you're just solving just to yourself or your immediate customers, then that business idea is not worthy of growing. Because what makes it scalable is when you can take it from this stage that
Go
it is.
outside your circle.
Yes, and you can
Yeah.
help other people. You can reach out to a larger audience. But what would make your business scalable is to first realize that there's a problem. Take for example Uber. Uber didn't just, or let me use WhatsApp. WhatsApp started as an IM, an instant
Yeah.
messaging app
Yeah.
where people can just. There was no status.
Yeah.
We were not doing
Yeah, that's
status.
true.
Now WhatsApp has a community. Do you get? And it's part of the things that is keeping them in business.
Yeah.
Because people have, at the time, I don't know if you noticed that there's a new feature there now whereby you can reshare what someone
Someone
has
else
posted.
posted on
Before we
their
used to
status.
screenshot.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
If
you
I want
just
you to
mentioned,
see, if I want my audience to see what you have said about me, I'll screenshot
Yeah.
and post it. But it was quite rowdy. But now, with that reshare mention, that reshare feature,
mention, yeah.
do you get? These are ideas that can help you. You just need to find. That was a problem that WhatsApp was going through at a time,
Yeah.
where people would screenshot. You will see ring circle on some people's
Yeah.
status.
Beyond that one,
Status
self, you
be
even
looking
in
like beats.
your gallery, you just see like a
Yes.
lot of screenshots.
Screenshot
was his home. He
But
had
why
his
do
own
I
home.
need? Why do I need that screenshot now when I can
forward
easily
it,
just
and
share
save myself
and
some
share.
space.
Do you understand?
That's true.
So you just have to identify the problem first. The moment you identify the problem, scalability will not be an issue.
Okay.
I hope I was.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So let's see. You said we should find the problem,
Yeah.
right? And then provide the solution. So how do you know, okay, when you're in your process of figuring out the problem, how do you know, okay, who needs this? And is there much of this need for me to provide a solution? For instance, you can be providing solution to a need that not many people have.
Right.
It limits your income capacity, right? So how do you know if this is something that is big enough a problem for you to turn into a business?
Okay. So to answer that, first, if there are no people coming for your product, that's your first pointer to say that maybe this is not what I should be doing. Because if you are producing and you get returns or maybe people reach out to you after 6 months, or they reach out to you after 3 months, and why am I in business? It means that I've not really cracked what people really want.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's not to say that there are no goods that people just come for after 6 months or anything, you know. But that time waiting has to be worth it. In maybe the value that they will give to you back in money.
Yeah.
It must be that maybe when they are, because you know, for real estate now, I'm using that as an example. We don't sell houses. You don't get to sell houses every day.
Yeah. But when
You
you
know,
do
but when
sell,
you make one sale, it covers up for the days that you have not made sales. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
But if that's the kind of business that you're into, that's fine.
but if
because-
you're running an FMCG,
But if you are exactly, or you're into egg business, for example,
You have
just like
to
myself,
sell.
and I am not in a place where people need eggs. Why am I in that business?
Yeah.
Because in no time I will fizzle out.
true. Because I know that, I mean, currently there's an egg problem. A lot of people that don't even buy them because it seems too expensive. So I can imagine running a business in that kind of climate.
I mean,
So I think to add to that, what I think is, if you're going to scale a solution,
yeah,
beyond who needs this, is this the right time?
right.
Yeah, like it could be a need that people have, but they
Yeah.
don't realize it yet. So if you push at that time, you might not get people. You'd have to keep pushing until the point where they now realize, okay, I have this problem. So maybe there's also a timing factor
Yes.
to when
yes.
you want to start a business.
That's also very valid. You know, you have to be. It's just you being strategic as a business person.
Yeah.
There are times that even as a farmer that I am, you know, we still struggle with sales at times because just like I said, there's that glut period where there's too much egg in the market, or there are times that even economic policies can hinder your sales.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I mean,
especially
things that
in
have
the
happened in, like,
agribusiness sector.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's
Like there
true.
could be a number of things lined up against you at a time.
Mm-hmm.
But during those times, we mitigate it with other things. If I'm not selling to, say, a baker, although bakeries always need eggs, but let's say I'm not selling to the regular market women. That time, if you see the way I market my individuals at that time, hey, I market them as if that's all I have to do, you know.
I can
And I
imagine.
just don't leave it to the people working for me. I put it on every platform that I am. Please, this is what I do. Come and do this. Come and buy this. So it might not be what I do regularly, because when the eggs are not in, when they are, when people don't, when people need them in serious demand, I don't have to market.
True.
Yeah.
Do you get? I don't have to market. But when I am out marketing, best believe that, there's something coming. And I
can
take it
imagine. I can imagine.
like I should. Yeah.
Okay, so you just said, economic policies, there are things that could actually have an impact on your business.
Yes.
So the question now is, how do you know when this is just a low point and it will pick up again, right? And how do you know when to, okay, you know what, currently with the economic this is not working. I need to switch. I need to pivot to something else.
Okay.
How do you understand when the market is gone as opposed to when it's just in a lull and it will pick up?
Okay. So realizing that you have to understudy your market by your own self. Business is not just about sales. It's not just about you producing and selling. You also need to understand what the market terrain is, what the economy is saying about a particular product that you are selling.
Yeah.
You know, you need to understand that, okay, if this is not working now, it's maybe because of the situation that the economy is currently in, or this thing does not look like, if for every time you try, it keeps coming down. For every time, because as a business person, you don't want your baby to try. That's your business to die.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want that. So you put in all the energy, you put in all the effort. But if you see that you are putting in all that effort, you are doing everything for the business to stay afloat and it's not coming up, please take a breather.
So I think that's a problem for most entrepreneurs. I took my time to grow this business. Like you said, your baby is my
Yeah.
baby.
Yes.
It's difficult to let go and say, okay, you know what, this is not working. Let me just try something else. This is not what's going to make me rich. Let me find. I think for most entrepreneurs, it's usually hard because you put in a lot. There's an investment emotionally and financially.
Yes.
Just letting go becomes a problem, right?
Mm.
So when do you realize that, okay, and what do you do when you realize that this is not what's making me rich? Like,
Okay.
I might love to do this thing. I could do it as a hobby, but this is not what is bringing in the bag.
Okay. So if anyone is in such a situation, first, like I said, if you see that it is not something that you can persevere on, if pivoting is what will be best for you, just stay back. First, pay your employees. Pay everybody. Let them go. Of course, be diplomatic about it. Be diplomatic about it. Don't lay them off the ash way, because that's another thing that employers struggle with. They are already in a moment where they are very cranky
And tense, and everything's just overwhelming. Yeah.
So they don't want to. They after time, that anger, they unleash it on their employees, which is not those people's fault. So what you can do at that time is be diplomatic with letting them go, because if you keep incurring more debt, if they stay back, you are compelled to pay their salary.
You're right.
Yeah.
I think that's true. I have
You're
a personal
compelled.
experience with that. I started my agency one time, and at some point, the target audience we were focusing on wasn't going to work, and we wanted to. Honestly, we wanted to stop and re-strategize, but I had built some sentimental attachment with my staff. So I literally went through a whole phase. I initially started, okay, you know what? Instead of laying them off, let's cut back on salary, so we don't, because it was going to let's lay off some people,
Okay.
and keep the essentials, so we can use them to re-strategize. And because of the sentiment and everything around it, I was like, no, let's just cut back on salaries, and then let everybody should take the brunt. Because I mean, ideally, I would assume that human means, at least I'm not laying you off, right? If we're all sharing it didn't go well. It was a 3 months of back and forth and drag, and I just realized doing this way, I felt like they were being unfair, because I mean, I'm trying to keep everybody's job, and they didn't understand that. But on the other hand, I understood where they were coming from as well. It was easier to just rip off the bandage. Eventually, we still had to lay off the people we had to lay off.
So that
It just wasn't working. And at that point, I already looked like, why would you do this? So it was a mistake that I had to learn from the hard way. And I had to apply to myself that it was me, generally. After a while, if it was me, what would you want someone to do? And I really, really needed to ask myself that question. And the answer was, I would prefer you just tell me, okay, I can't keep you,
Exactly.
and let me go.
Let me go.
It hurts,
Yes.
but I'll get over it. As opposed to
Exactly.
just dragging me out, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
I don't want a pay cut. I don't.
Yeah.
Just let me know if you cannot afford me.
Yeah.
Just be diplomatic about it. I mean, I understand that you're a business person and that maybe the terrain that you currently are in a bit tight.
Yeah.
I will, maybe for me, I mean, this is a subjective thought, I would understand. It's better you let the person go. Let them go and look for people that can pay their salary.
Yeah.
Because at that moment that you're cutting cost or that you're dividing their salary,
You're hurting people's
you know,
feelings.
like they're already expecting 50K, you're giving them 25K. They're already angry.
Yeah.
So they won't even do the job well.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that you're not also making
Yeah.
money. So
Yeah.
everybody is angry.
So that means there's a
And
thin line between admitting to yourself that this thing is not going
It's
to work
exactly.
and building on hope.
Right.
Let me call it false hope.
hope. Yeah.
Right, false hope.
That
You
this
know.
thing might work.
So
That's
the
true.
thing as an entrepreneur, first understand if the business is working. If the business is just in a phase, okay. If it's in a phase, look for people, look for investors. Let people come in. If it's a financial problem, let people come in. Sell your ideas to them. If it works, good. They will help you balance back. If you also have your own personal money, okay. So there's a line between that. Because you can give your business a debt instrument.
Yeah.
There's something in finance that we call equities or debt instruments. Debt instrument is when you give to your business and with the intention that the business will pay you back.
Yes,
Exactly.
because I mean, it's my money.
So yes, if you can do that, that's okay. But if you cannot do that, if it is for you to sit back, go and plan, go back to your drawing book, go and write out what you need to do, what
Yeah.
you need not to do, And it could even be that you have too many staff. That might be your problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you understand? Your cost of fund or cost of activities rather. Your employee number. Why do you your business is just making 30K? Why do you, or let's say 300K? Why do you have 5 employees? Why? Be gradual.
That's true.
So I think that if people are able to know when to take a few steps back, but like I said, you can business owners can be very emotional with their business.
Yeah.
They don't want it to go. Yeah, I think that.
Okay, so do you think competition forces growth?
Oh yes. In no time, if you are not competitive, you will leave the business for people that have the drive.
Yeah.
If it's very important. As a matter of fact, if you are in a space where it's just monopoly, well, I don't think that's even business enough.
Yeah.
Because it means that if there are people that, it means that if it's just you doing the business, you are not
Motivated to do it well.
you're not motivated to do it well.
Yeah.
Then if another person comes for that same business, best believe that the person will outrun you
Yeah.
fast enough.
Yeah. And
Because
if
they
you're not
call
ready
them
to run, you're gonna get
underdogs.
out.
They would have followed your steps so well
Yeah.
that the moment they strike like this, they take you out of business.
That's true. That's
Do
true.
you
And we
get-
all know that the underdogs almost always come out with.
Oh my
winning,
God,
like,
they look exactly like your business.
Yeah.
So allow competitors, let them come on
it's like
board.
your business Pro Max. Your business but with better customer
Exactly.
support. Your business but
Right.
with better features.
They will just come for you and they are very aggressive.
Yeah.
They just take you out of business. So please allow for competitions. Like let them come in so that you can know what to do better than them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think pretty much we've gotten a lot from this.
Okay.
What final words would you give someone who has been sitting on an idea,
Okay.
right, or has a lot of different ideas and then wants to turn them into a business? What advice would you give them?
Oh, okay. So for a business person that has ideas, like I said, first identify the problem that you are solving. If there's a problem, then you can now sit and strategize as to how to be the solution to that problem.
Yeah.
If you are not solving a problem, there's no point you being in business.
True.
Yeah, I think that's my candid advice for anybody because it will help you do better.
So basically,
Better.
sift through your ideas and see which of them is actually something as opposed to what is
sieve
just
it.
making you feel good at this
It's
point.
not just about passion
What
because
about-
you will get tired.
What about procrastination? Those people that they have a very good idea and the only thing they do is to share it. After sharing it, that is all. People can keep telling them, this idea is very good. They come back to you again. See, I have another idea. BC. And they're like, oh, this idea is very good.
Okay, so for
they
people
have
like that,
thousands of ideas, but
they are not
they're
ready.
not ready. They're not ready. To
They're
take
not
action.
ready.
So
You
let,
know.
let me play devil's advocate, right? Because
Okay.
I mean, I am people like that.
Oh, apologies. I was Ash, ba. I apologize.
I tell you. So you see, the problem with some of us is it's not that we're not ready.
Okay.
It's that we tend to want the perfection.
Oh.
So an instance was I have a side business. I
Okay.
make candles and diffusers and things.
Okay.
Before I launched, I had heard from friends, I had heard from family. Everybody was like, this is amazing, this is sweet. But I did the first set of packaging. It was great, but it just wasn't there yet.
Okay.
It wasn't feeling my soul. And this was all coming from my personal finances. Did the second set. I changed this. I just needed it to be perfect for it to work.
Okay.
Guess what finally pushed me to launch? A friend of mine came to my house when I was not around. She took products
Okay.
from my batch,
Okay.
went to her office and sold them.
You can imagine.
It pained me because when she came back with the money and said, because you didn't have the guts to sell,
Go out.
take half of the profit. Me, I will keep half. Because Nami do the work.
Oh, right. I like that person.
I'm like, okay, you know what we will do? We start selling. And I just learned something. You see, just put it out there. You'll be
Yes,
shocked.
it's
And
never
then you can
perfect.
modify later.
It's never
Yeah.
perfect from start, believe me.
Yeah, some
I've
of
had-
us, that's the thing. For some of us, it's not like, oh, we just want, it's just most of the time we want the ideas to be perfect.
No,
before we
no,
take it
no,
out.
no.
Busy for
It's-
perfectionist.
I mean, but it's never perfect from the start. Like you don't want me to share some awful experiences that I've had to.
Wow.
But I didn't let those experiences shape me.
Yeah.
Because I would have just left this egg business thing. Cause what is going on here? But I had, just like I said, my goal is to have a plant that would convert eggs into powdery form.
form.
So that's like the only picture in my face.
So you're going to
Until
run
I get
until
there,
you get
exactly.
Wow,
So
okay,
anything
okay.
around is just trying to push me, but it's not gonna.
So
get
we're
to me.
here. We're saying basically, make sure that your dream is right in front of you at all times. So that way you don't even see distractions, right? You're
Right.
just going straight for this is what I'm pursuing. Everything else is a distraction. If it doesn't fit into this dream, I'm not interested. That's good
And
advice.
don't
That's
wait
really
for
good.
it to be perfect.
Yeah.
Now is the right
don't wait
time.
for-
Just start.
Yes. Just try. Just
Thank
try.
you so much. This was amazing. This was
welcome.
amazing. This was
You're
amazing. This was a
welcome.
great episode.
You're
Thank you so much, Busayo.
You're welcome, Vicky.
And it was so good.
Oh,
We enjoyed having you on the show.
I'm glad to.
and we're going to do another one again.
Okay.
All right. So thank you guys. If you haven't subscribed, this is the time to subscribe. We bring some amazing people that not just tell you about the experience, but even teach you how to better your business, right? Help you to grow, to start up, give you idea in life to grow and scale on a budget. So yeah, this is where you need to be. Like our posts, turn on the subscribe button, hit notifications, so you would be aware when the next one drops. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.